Y'all remember this?
It's your turn, sucker!
I know why!
Your
I know
turn,
why!
sucker!
I know why! I'm black!
What? Black?
Yeah, I'm black!
Be black! Be black! Why you black? Be black!
I'm black!
Be!
You and me, same! We same!
Same? Be black! Open your eyes, motherfucker! Leave the Korean alone, man. He's all right. Yeah, he's black.
I always think we're gonna steal something.
What you want, dog?
Go ahead and give me that 08. Yeah.
I'm finna fuck up some of this odds.
Oh, no, boy. Oh, man, I'm from the old school, brother. Yeah.
You not to drink beer in store.
You getting on my nerves.
You hurry up and buy.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Just pay and leave.
Get my change. And won't you give my homeboy his change?
I don't want any trouble. Just get out.
Can't stand y'all.
I feel sorry for your mother.
What you say about my mama?
Our relationships with the Asians in our community has always been kind of off and on, right? And the reason why is because we both share the same situation. Yeah, we're both dealing with a system that's put pressure on each other and forces us to group up and then go against each other. Yeah, because the Asian is not really white, even though they are of white complexion. And the Asian will tell you that. And they can actually claim being white too. That's a privilege, of course. And only one person can give them that privilege to claim that. So let's get it where they get that power from. It's not like they made the power themselves. Are my Asians listening? Yeah, so we're both in the same category, actually, in the system. It's just that we're darker. Yeah. And our hair is a little bit more hairy. Right? The Asians are lighter, their hair are straight. So there's a little connection right there where they can kind of see eye to eye and have some commonality. You see what I'm saying? More so than us. We're completely on the other projectile, the farther end of it. Right? So we gotta be cognizant of that. We gotta be real thoughtful of that situation, because that's how the person behind hides their hands and have us going at it. Right? Because one wants more privilege. Hey, I look just like you. You helped us out this far. Come on, you wild brother. I ain't with them. I ain't with them. Right? I ain't with those funkies over there. No, I'm over on this side. You see my complexion?
Africa. Another challenge we face is we cannot use the public means. Because when we try to use like if you want to use a bus and you enter a bus, all the Chinese come out. They all come out and they leave you in the bus alone, like they are protesting they can't travel with an African. Another challenge is some of our friends have been thrown out of the houses they've been renting with no reason, not anything. The landlord just comes one morning and tells you, please make sure that today you leave my house.
See how it's all racism. But can we really call the Asian racist? Or do they just respond to it just like a black person? Is there a black person out there that really doesn't want his own kind in his establishment? And if there is a black person out there, because I'm not going to say it is, right? If there is a black person out there of such, then are they a racist?
I am not black, nor do I consider myself to be black. I enjoy building small shrines to certain special white people who are important in my life.
Now this one here is dedicated to the most soulful soul singer to ever live.
Because I'm under the definition and another thought process that a black person can never be a racist because we have the definition of what racism is. How can the definition of what the victim of racism is become the victor by which he's being a victim of? You gotta make that make sense to me. Yeah, that's like reverse psychology on a whole nother level, trying to turn me into the racist because you are the original racist, and because I respond back to the only thing that's been violent to me, which is racism. I respond back to it, so I may say something that's in the category of what you all invented, which is called racism. Because I respond to it, you're gonna call me that. We're not gonna play that game. See what I'm saying? So we have to look at the same thing with the Asian, right? Because how did they get their status? The people who are in charge of the planet. Because at one point, China was doing pretty bad. And then what? They got some aid and assistance from who? The people who they click with right now, which are the Russians. Oh, built all kind of warehouses and factories, built up the establishment. So now China is like, we're on the map, which they are. Dang, I wonder how come. Well, that's a whole nother one for us. That would have been nice if they would have did that for us, wouldn't have been black folks. They be trying to talk like they want to do it now, but they gave the Chinese some assistance. So you got to understand to some degree why the Asian feels obligated to serve Massa. Massa who gave him his status. You see what I'm saying? Now, when he demonstrates what Massa told him to demonstrate to us, yeah, it's a practitioner of what we would call racism. But is that Asian person really a racist by definition? Of course, we're going to say yes because of the complexion, but by definition, he is a victim of racism too. You've got to see that, black folks. To really get down to the nitty gritty, you got to see the invisible, colorful distraction in the corner of the room who holds their hand back and say, that's right, that's right, that's right. We're both on the opposite sides, trying to get on in Massa house. Back door for us, front door for them. You get it? So we fight over it. But let's not even get to that, because we've always had this little thing going on in the community. You know, I grew up around Korean stores. Man, I used to go to Korean stores, but they got the best toys in the world. When you're a kid, Lord have mercy, they got the best toys. I just love going to them Korean stores. What you want? That's what he says. How can I help you? Oh, hi. You know, they're very, going there, they got these little toys that Toys R Us just don't have. The other selections, they just don't have. They got all the little, you know about going to them beauty supplies. They got stuff that you can't get in the regular stores. That's the relationship we have. And I've been seeing Koreans, Asians, since I can remember. I am addicted to cooking fried rice. So we've always had this relationship. And to me, it was mostly economics, their status. They came with the business, we came as the buyer. Now during that, it was a lot of times where, as I got older, as a kid, you don't see a lot of things, but as I got older, I started seeing stuff like, wait a minute, why is he looking at me different now? How is he looking at me because I'm coming in with a couple of people that's looking like me? He's looking at me kind of suspicious now. Then as I got older, it kind of just, it's in the air, y'all, so it just fell on us. Now when I'm coming in, he's looking like, oh, he's grown on. Big trouble now. You little nice back then. Trouble now. No refund. They had that no refund up there for real, didn't they? You see what I'm saying? I mean, put it up there. They make sure that's broadcasted, no refund. And we still go in there. Now, you can't do that in certain communities and think that you're going to last. It doesn't work. No refunds won't work. But in our community, it did back then. Probably still now. Anyway, our relationship has always been off and on for that struggle of what? Identity, status. They're in our community identifying as Korean with us. Identity. We're identifying as black, purchasing. Identity. So there's a clash there because we're all trying to identify in a system that said you are called this and you are called that. And the reason why we're trying to identify is because inwardly we are something else. But outwardly we have to portray what the system tells us to portray in order to survive. So I'm gonna just give 5 elements real quick of how boycotting doesn't work and how it's supposed to work. The reason why we lost it is because we lost the 5 elements that we did have in the civil rights. The 5 elements, I call it the 5th elemental realm of eternal power that we have relinquished to the people who rule us. And that's time, energy, mind, body, and soul. So it's hard to boycott now because we have given our time away to other things of importance. Our main focus isn't black anymore. It's everything else for the most part. As a matter of fact, most people don't even want to really hear it like that a lot of times. But I'm thinking nowadays we do. That's why the Blackface Redemption channel is here. Support the channel, man. I think we are waking up. They call it the woke community, the conscious community, all of that, right? Which I am sealing from that from way back. But our time is not invested in our own, ourselves. The thought of redemption for all black people at all times, our time. And time represents the heart, that tick, that tuck, that tick, that tuck, which gives us our time here. Because once the tick and the tuck stop, the time stops. So time is connected to heart. And whatever you put your heart at, that's where you're gonna give your time. So black people, we have to give our hearts back to each other, which is gonna be our time. And if we do that, then we have to, the second one is the energy, which is what? The water. Water, we drink it for energy. It sustains the life. Where are we drinking our water at, black folks? Are you up in other people's establishment drinking now? Sustaining of life? Yeah, we gotta get that internally though. We can't do it externally. Because when we do externally, stuff like this happens.
When black men stand up for y'all by these clowns disrespecting us, we don't get the support we need from y'all. Y'all get away from that. Y'all come on
out. Y'all need to come on out. You've been warned. We're gonna shut it down.
Thank you.
All right. No problem.
He's not playing. He said he wasn't playing. He is not playing. That's okay. He knows. What station are you taking him to? This is 6th District?
Yeah, 78 and a half.
Thank you.
There's no win in that. That's liability, which is connected to the moolah, which we're all connected to. So where are we putting our energy at? The water. Whatever your heart is connected to, you're gonna put your energy down. So we gotta put our energy back in each other first, before anybody else, before any other entity outwardly. We have to go inwardly and love ourselves first because of our blackness, and look at each other in the eyes and say, brother and sister, mama and daddy, I love you first before anything on this planet. You are first. And that's something black people have been conditioned to not do, to go external and put everything else before, especially religious aspects. But we get it because everybody's a practitioner of a religion. We just got to know which religion is the number one for real. But that's a whole nother one. So time and energy, which is time, the heartbeat, tick-tock. Energy is the water we drink, which is going right into what? The formation of our mind, the third element. Where's our mind at, black people? It must be blackened. It must be crystallized for the crystallization of the Christ energy, the Christ connection, the body of the real Christ energy. Yeah, our mind, which represents what? Spirit, which represents what? The air. If you see in the last video, which if you didn't go click it, we talk about that. The Holy Spirit, which is the air that we breathe, which is connected to our mind, our heaven. Where's our heaven at? Is our heaven in other things, or is it into the blackening of the things, which is the crystallization of the Christ, the whole Spirit, which is the Holy Spirit, that Spirit that was the reflection of the darkness, which is our skin, which is the light. So we must tap back into that, black people, with each other, and when we see each other, we see that, and we recognize, whoa, that is the Holy Spirit right there that we must give reverence to, and we must care for, and we must never mistreat, and we shall always be there to help, because the Lord knows we need it the most. Fourth element, from the mind goes to the body, which is our skin. The body, our skin, the body which we're trapped in. Oh, and what does the body represent? It represents what I'm sitting in right now. Mother Earth and all that is in her. Yes. The body and its members. See the members? My hands are members of the whole body. See this? This is a member of the earthly host. What are black people doing with our bodies? Are we committing our bodies to the edification of all blackness? All blackness first. That's the whole thing. It's not to negate, because that's the first thing they're going to throw to us, because they understand the power in that. Oh, why is it always just black? Oh, you're leaving everyone else out? No, we have never left everyone else out. That's why we're behind. So we have to love ourselves now and love each other first and look at each other's body as the inhabitant of the spirit that makes us whole, which is Mother Earth. And to the fifth element, which is the combination of it all, is the soul. What is our soul wrapped up in, black folks? What is the blackening soul wrapped up in? The black soul. Oh goodness, that's a long one. Because our soul represents all of that. The Trinity, of course, which is enwrapped in the two covenants, which is time and energy. And the Trinity is mind, body, spirit, which makes up the soul. You can't have a soul without a mind. You can't have a soul without the body. You definitely can't have the soul without the spirit. And if you divide any of that, which subliminally or symbolically, I would say, that's what's happening. This is why we all can't get this wholeness together. It's not a soul. A soul can never be divided. But in this system, they have learned how to colonize the soul, in which inwardly division can reign as chaos. That's why law is supreme. and not spirit. So what are we doing with our souls, black folks? We all selling it, so we ain't even gonna trip on that. So what do we have to do? We need a refund. It's because we ain't know. We need a refund on our soul. Get the soul, the wholeness, the time, the energy. Oh, we must protect that. And what? Because that is our whole essence. That is the God. That's basically the whole essence of the existence. So we must bring the soul together, whole in mind, body, and spirit, and it all must be crystallized. It all must go through the baptism in the fire. Yeah, the burning. It has to go through, and we've been through the burning, baby, and we have to come out, darkened, come out no blemish, come out renewed, because we soak in the fire. Oh yeah, that's what we gotta do, black folks. And we have to, the only way we can do this is looking at each other in the eyes and realizing that we can never do it without each other. And the worst curse that ever was set upon us during the conquering was to turn the black heart against itself, where we think it's a glorification to diss each other. Oh, destroy each other. Oh, that's abominable. There's no forgiveness for that. You walk around with pride if you think you do, but there's no forgiveness for that, and you know it. You walk around with that heart. No destruction for the black soul. So the 5 elements we must bring as a whole back, black people, in order for any boycott to work. It is the only power that is eternal. Everything else is external, and it won't last that long. You might make a few sparks because it's external. You might pull up a little smoke. But no gas, no fire, no flame. And the soul represents the fire. You know what I'm talking about? That warmth inside you. That warmth outside us. The light inside of us. That's the warmth, the fire. The 5 elements, y'all. Mind is what? Spirit. Let's start at the top, I'm sorry. Time is the heart. Let's make our hearts right with each other again. Black people never hurt each other and always help each other, because you see black when you see each other. Energy, that's the water. Oh, the water takes the shape of whatever it enters, and it sustains it, it gives it life. Where there's no water, there's no life. So where are we spending our life, black people? Is it with each other in harmony, or is it with each other in chaos? Mind is spirit. Our heavenly places needs the spirit to ascend to it in order to have joy and rejoice. Look, it's rejoicing. The members, they rejoice. Look at the members rejoicing when you have the air. Mind is spirit. A body, oh, we need our bodies, just our bodies to contain it all. And that's how the enemy uses our bodies. Oh, that's one of the biggest things they use, because it's the biggest thing in the face. Our bodies, which is the containment, the vessel, which is earth, Mother Earth, which is the vessel that we're all in. the soul, which is the fire. That fire. That's internal and external. That shines outside our skin, y'all. We're the only ones that it does that to. That's holy. That's the separation. So let's tap back into that before we try to tap back into anything else and think it's gonna work. Peace, y'all, and I'll be black. Love you.